G'day everyone, this is a Revenant solo run of the Everdark Sovereign Darkdrift Knight, and this run is going to be a bit of a Dragon Cult lightning incantations build. So, obviously designed against this boss that's weak to lightning. So, Everjail buff as normal, nothing to say there. The main thing is 2 stacks of improved Dragon Cult incantations. These are 12% each, and they do stack multiplicatively, so about 25%. Lightning attack up +1 is 5.5% more lightning damage. And then Night Invaders is 7% per Night Invader if you happen to find them. Is there any on this map? There is, top left. So we might come back to them in day 2 or something. They're kind of annoying to fight. They're actually quite strong. Quite hard to fight early on, especially if it's 2v1. They can be really annoying to fight. So, what do we got here? Ancient Dragon's Lightning Strike is nice. The rest of this is kind of whatever. So these relics, where they improve a certain school of incantational sorcery, so improved Dragon Cult incantations, or improved Giant Flame incantations, or there's sorcery ones too, so improved Gravity sorceries, or improved Glint Blade sorceries, there's a whole bunch of them. These are quite nice. The reason they're good, they're a stackable 12% increase to attack power. Now that's quite good. That's actually quite highly tuned compared to the rest of relics. Probably the only thing stronger than them is the Everjail buff and maybe something else that I'm not thinking of, but stackable 12% is really good. You put 3 of those, 1 on each relic, and that's 40% damage to that particular school of sorcery. Really quite strong. That's on par with getting all 7 Everjails, right? So it is really strong. The downside, or the trade-off, being that you have to actually find a sorcery of that. You have to actually find a sorcery of that school. So I have to actually find a lightning spear, for example, on this run, or whatever I'm looking for. So there is a little bit of randomness in it. There's a little bit of RNG, which is, it is what it is. That's why they're kind of strong at 12% per stack, and they are stackable. Now, so just something to keep in mind, that's why you're using them though, and it is, you can have a very, very strong build. Obviously, if you were able to get an Everjail buff and a particular school of sorcery or incantation boosted on the same relic, so in this build, for example, if I could get improved Dragon Cult incantations and the Everjail buff on the same relic, then I could get 2 more Dragon Cult incantations, and I could have 3 of them and the Everjail buff, and that would just be really busted. Really quite busted. You know what I'm going to do? Just to annoy everyone, I'm going to replace this clause in a minute. Now, so, yeah, I might not replace the clause just yet. We'll see. Let's see what incantations we get. Bestial Sling, lame. Black Flame, lame. Okay. That's upsetting. I'll grab Black Flame for now. Let's go to the next church. Where is it? Next church. Right down here. Oh, that's a long walk. Okay. We might go via this Everjail, get the buried treasure, and we'll skedoodle on down here, get this church here. We really want to... This is the part of this build that isn't so good. You have to actually run around actively looking for the seal that you want. Otherwise, that relic damage is wasted. But right now, if I happen to get a lightning spear, and sometimes you get them from your very first church, sometimes you don't. That's just how it goes. I've got like 30% already, like damage straight off the bat, without even including Everjail buff to my lightning incantations. So very powerful if I can get it early, or just at any point, which I will look for. What am I doing? I should be... I haven't actually sorted my stuff out yet. What have we got? Let's get rid of that. Okay. Bit of Black Flame. Never hurts. Usually does pretty decent work. If you include the burn component, it's not bad. Lightning Spear would be doing way more damage right now, but this is decent to get us through. So yeah, that's kind of the idea behind the build. You can do this with other builds as well, but Lightning Spear is going to be one of the more reliable ones. The reason I say that, so there's some schools of sorcery and stuff that would be really hard to find, potentially. Well, actually, I think all of them apply to what I'm about to say, which is basically that, and I might just, no, I'm not in front of it. I thought I was in front of the mine, but I was over here. I'm going to go to this buried treasure, just because they often have stone sword keys and stuff. What do we got? Okay, this is fine. We can do these 2 Everjails, check this church, maybe a fort for more keys, Sorcerer's Rise for Starlight Shards, even a bit of castle potentially, but probably not, excuse me. Yeah, let's see what this gets here. Stone sword key, thank you very much. That's what I wanted. That's what I was here for, that's what I was wanted, and that's what I got. Lovely. Let's see, there's no trolls by the looks of it, so Crucible Knights or Banished Knights, which is nice. Hopefully it's Crucible Knights. I'll come back in day 2 with Lightning Spear and stuff upgraded, and I'll burn through some Crucible Knights, even if it's just 2 or 3. Quick bit of runes. And Crucible Knight. Cool. Alright, I'm not fighting Crucible Knights now. No way. Not without a decent... I mean, to be fair, Black Flame, let's see. Let's see how... And I need this guy to actually hit Fred, not me. So I'm going to move back through Fred. Just a basic bit of kiting to help Fred. There we go. Help Fred get attention. Fred's quite slow, so you need to move things through him for him. So Crucible... Oh, that's a shame. Crucible Knights are weak to fire. Well, they're weaker than other elements to fire. So Black Flame's kind of decent, but he's just going to be chewing through so quickly. At this point, I probably should at least try and finish him, just because I've burnt some resources on him already. But honestly, it's kind of tricky. Oh no. Alright, well I got a bit of runes there at least. Okay, let's keep moving. We'll go to this Ever Jail. Have I got a key? I do have a key. I don't have any FP now because I just burnt it all. So I'll open the Ever Jail, and depending what it is, I might... Oh, is that an FP tree? Yeah, a little bit of FP. Nice. I'm actually gonna... I'll talk more about the claws in a minute. Just for anyone, sorry, that... I'll talk about... No, just for anyone who's not aware, sorry, if you're not familiar with the base game or some of the lore, Dragon Cult incantations are actually lightning incantations. So... Oh, I don't have... I'm gonna come back. I am going to come back. I don't want to fight these 3 without Freddy and without a decent lightning spell or something. Yeah. Yeah, just not the play at level 5 on the Revenant. You've still got to play. I could kill them. I could stand there and slowly chip them down with my claws or my star fists. It would just be... It'd just be slow. It'd be slow, it'd be dangerous, it'd be tedious. It'd just be, all in all, not that fun. So we're not going to do it. What we're going to do is we're going to set up old Sebastian here. I might even just ulti. This isn't going to do any damage. That's the drawback of not having that relic. But it'll get Sebastian to do a laser beam, which doesn't actually do that much damage, to be honest. But it's not bad. Now, these are just better than the claws, I think. Because they have bleed is the main reason. But the base... So, here's what I think about the claws. Taking damage boost. I don't want to actually use this forever, so I'm going to take the buff. The defensive buff. Sorry, my train of thought's all over the place right now. Lightning Spear. Yay. Alright. Ooh, that's actually not bad. Successful attacks negate damage. That's not bad at all. Let's get that. I'm probably not going to use Ancient Dragon's Lightning Strike. I might. To be fair... No, I won't. Okay, so... I've got 2 things to discuss here. So, Dragon Cult incantations are lightning incantations. Just for anyone not aware or confused as to why I'm using Dragon Cult incantations, and I'm talking about Lightning Spear. So, Dragon Cult is lightning incantations. So, Lightning Spear, Lightning Strike, Fortisax's Lightning Strike, Ancient Dragon's Lightning Strike, Last Nax's Glaive. Most of the, in fact, maybe all, but certainly most of the Dragon incantations... most of the lightning incantations are Dragon Cult. Maybe all of them, I'm not even sure. So see how much more damage that is doing than whatever I was using for, Black Flame. Yeah, so that's why we use the thing that we've actually got the relics for. Alright, so, which is why I came back, because that was so much quicker and easier than it would have otherwise been. Yeah, so don't be fooled by whatever I'm doing here. Dragon Cult incantations is lightning spells, or lightning incantations, even though it's got a bit of a silly name. It's got dragon in the name. Well, it's not silly, where it comes from, if you're interested in the lore. What is this? One of the demigods in Elden Ring, Godwin I think it was, fought the ancient dragon Fortisax, ancient red lightning dragon Fortisax. He defeated him, and instead of killing him, he befriended him, got him to teach him a bunch of the dragon lightning magic, and then He taught it to all of his like Lanedale soldiers and knights and stuff, or he taught it to a bunch of them. Is that lightning? What do I have on this one? Holy. Oh, but this has lightning attack power. Oh man, that's actually perfect. Wow. Well, I'm going to keep those. Wow. Damage negation full HP. We're going to take that. Crits. I'm often sitting at full HP because my HP bar is so small. So that's actually decently valuable. So the he taught dragon. He then taught the dragon stuff to a bunch of his Lanedale soldiers and knights and stuff, and then they became the dragon cult. They were a bunch of Lanedale knights and soldiers and Godwin who wielded dragon's lightning magic, or lightning incantations, on the battlefield in combat, and they were the dragon cult. So that's why it's called dragon cult, even though it's lightning stuff, just to confuse you more, because Elden Ring loves to confuse people. I'm going to shoot in here and grab a smithing stone because I can upgrade my lightning spear. Now, let's talk about the claws, because I did get rid of them, and people often get upset in the comments every time I get rid of them in Revenant runs. Here's what I think about the claws. So do not misunderstand me. The claws are good. They have S in faith scaling, which maybe no other weapon even has. Certainly not many scale well with faith, let alone S. But there's a few issues with them. They come with a very bad weapon skill, and they have no statuses, and they're just kind of... The charged attacks are decent, but otherwise they're kind of a little underwhelming. Now, I fully acknowledge, if you... And when I think they are good, is if you go ahead and put a decent weapon skill on them, so start them on like a Hoarfrost Stomp or something with either Frost or Bleed or Poison as a status effect, then absolutely upgrade them to purple and use them the whole game. Great. And they are very strong, do not get me wrong. The issue is that if you're not doing all that, then they're just these magic claws with no status and no decent weapon skill, and they're just you have to. So typically you're going to be wanting to upgrade your seals, your incantations to purple. Now you have to get a whole second set of purple smithing stones and stuff to upgrade your claws as well. So there's that consideration, and it's just like, ugh, nah. Good thanks yourself. It's just not my favorite thing to do. I'm going to grab this, and I'm going to grab these. Yeah, I just feel like the overhead for actually using them effectively, if you're not fully leaning into them with the relics, starting relics and stuff, is just too much, and they're not worth the effort. When you can pick up something like these, which attack way quicker, by the way, for status effects like Bleed, and generally they're not going to scale quite as well, but they're going to attack way quicker. You can get them with a Bleed or a Poison or a Frost or whatever, and more importantly, you're also sacrificing a passive slot. So, here's another 9% attack power to my Lightning Spear that I don't get if I keep the claws right now. That in itself, I would argue, is enough to not use the claws, let alone all the other points I just talked about. Because, let's be honest, I'm not going to be clawing the Darkdrift Knight to death. Oh, that's a cool Ancient Dragon's Lightning Spear. So that is also a really good one. But honestly, the passives are not good enough. And at this point, Lightning Spear is going to be my bread and butter. And I want decent passives here. So I've got some defensive passives. I've got successive attacks, which honestly I would also get rid of if I see some more lightning damage or incantation damage. Lightning attack power there, which is nice. So yeah, that's kind of why I don't use the claws. I just think with all those things combined, they don't have a passive, they don't have a good skill, they don't have any status afflictions. You have to get a whole second set of smithing stones and things to upgrade them and keep them relevant. All that combined, and it's like, just get rid of them. Just get rid of them. Unless you're fully leaning into them, like you're playing a whole build that leans into them entirely, and that's what the build is based around. Absolutely, then they're great. And what am I doing? I need to get out a summon and not be a spastic. Then they're really good. Absolutely. And maybe I'll do a run like that just to experience the game fully and be fair to all the different builds. Because sometimes until you've actually played a build, you're like, oh my god, this is actually crazy. So I will acknowledge that. What is this guy doing? Oh my god. The way he was whipping back and forwards then. I wonder he's hard to lock down. I need to get flasks. That's what I need to get. I haven't got any of my flasks, so I'll have to keep that in mind. Now, I need Sebastian to take immediate threat of this guy, because I hate these things. As you can see, Lightning Spear is doing quite a juicy bit of damage, and I need to just kill it before it runs at me and does a million attacks an hour. And I'm actually going to ulti here just to get myself safe and hopefully help Sebastian take some threat back. Nice. Alright. So as you can see, Lightning Spear is doing quite a considerable amount of damage already, which is really nice. What have we got here? Nothing that I really want, actually. Successful guards. Nah, I guess I'll take that. I don't think I've ever actually seen that even proc, but I often don't also take it, so maybe it's okay. I don't know. Let's go up here and do this. So we're inside. We're either got a statue at the back wall. No statue. That's where it is. If there is a statue there, then it'll be, and I'll show you in a second. If there is a statue there, then the only other option usually is it'll be, if this little lamp here is extinguished, then you need to jump up and hit this lamp on your way down, and that's where it'll be. Now, I need to get Starlight Shards. I need the Starlight Shards. One of the other drawbacks of this build, when you're leaning fully into damage on every relic, you're not getting some of the FP related relics. So, you know, max FP on Sorcerer's Rises, max FP in general, successive attacks restore FP, things like that. You're not getting those. So, oh, holy attack power, damn. I got excited for a second. I thought that was the Lightning Scorpion. I got really excited. Charged sorceries, I need that to be charged incantations. Well, I don't want any of this, to be honest. Yes, my fists do holy damage, but that's not significant enough for me to warrant me getting them. What I will try and do is I do have the Invader's Relic. So this is similar to the Everjail one, but it's 7% per Invader. So let's see what we get. And there's 2 of them, damn. Which is more damage for me, but harder, if I'm honest. Raider. I actually hate these. I hate fighting these things very much. One hit from the... Genuinely, like, one hit from the Raider will kill me. I need to... Oh, so what did I say? What did I say? These things suck. One jab from that Guardian killed me. Alright, we'll run it back and we'll get him. We'll take revenge. No, and they dodge as well. That's the other really annoying part. Look at that. He nearly did just one-shot me. Are they resetting, are they? Gosh golly. Where's my runes? Better get my runes. Yeah, these things suck. Especially like 1v2 in solo. They genuinely suck real bad. Okay. Let's get this guy out. Oh, what is that? Genuinely did not mean to do that. But it kind of maybe worked. The demon casts its curse, gosh golly. Alright, gosh golly. And then these things are coming into butt in? Not cool. Alright. Come on, how many of these things are there? Alright. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? Improved sorceries, lame. Improved fire attack power, lame. Lame. Anyway, that's a lot of damage that I mean, I got a fair bit of runes from that. But that was that's another 14%, or 7% times 2. Assuming that they're actually multiplicative, so it wouldn't be quite that. I'm going to leave 1 level there, because I don't know what this demon... 35k, I think it is in day 2. Okay, so my Everjails is not particularly high, but I've got 2 Night Invaders, so they're actually slightly... They're worth more than an Everjail, so that's good. I want to break a curse. Let's have a look. Yes. I certainly need every bit of max health I can get. What do we got? Is this going to tell me that I've already paid? Because otherwise you lose 2 levels for that. Ordovus' greatsword. Attack power at low HP. I'll take... Although, honestly, I'm probably not going to use Aldovus' greatsword. No, I'm not. That's a shame. That's a shame. Aldovus' greatsword, don't get me wrong, is a great weapon. Just with the current lineup of stuff that I have, I'm not going to use it. Now, at this point, I probably really need to get at least a flask or two. But honestly, farming some Crucible Knights not... So Black Flame Rituals, farming Crucible Knights might be just as good. We'll see. Yeah, right. Black Flame Circle around you. That's pretty cool. Oh, man. Okay, well, I'll do some... okay, well, they're gone. I'm not going to bother. I might just farm some Castle and get this charge here. Go down and get some Starlight Shards from there in the end. And, yeah. We've already got plenty of Starlight Shards, actually, to be honest. And what I probably really want is just some better passives. If I can get some more passives, like a bit of defenses is nice, but I'd also really like some more like incantation damage or lightning damage, basically. So as you can see, it's already clapping pretty hard, that... Oh, what am I doing there? That's not the right button. Alright. Now, the issue with farming Castle on this kind of character is that you're FP limited into how long you can farm. Like if you're in the Raider, you just... Or any other character really, you just keep farming away. Let's get Frederick out. Sorry, Sebastian out. You just keep farming away because, well, you can. But on this character, I'm going to run out of FP, and then my damage will be severely worse than it is otherwise. Because obviously a lot of my damage is my Lightning Spear, which is doing very nice damage. But I'll probably just have to burn... Oh, damn it. I'll probably burn like one Starlight Shard to just keep going. Maybe kill one or two more Crucible Knights, and then that'll be that. We'll get a reward or two from these guys. What have we got? Restoration, damn it. That's a shame. That's a shame. We'll get Helm out to annoy this guy, I reckon. That's not Helm at all. Get in there, Helen. I mean, that's already doing such big damage. I just three tapped him. So as you can see, yeah, Lightning Spear with stacking Dragon Colts does a lot of work for you. Does a lot of work for you. I've probably got enough here that I can kill one more, this bloke here, and then that'll probably do me. I might move on. I could probably look to kill the thing at the bottom, although I'd have to level up one more time. I'd probably want to level up, and I'd probably want to... Oh, I've got no more FP. No more FP. Let's get Freddy out, and we'll maybe get the Starfists out. You know what? I might actually just burn a thing here. I don't want to die to this guy. Oh, no. That's a shame. Man. Okay. I made that look way harder than it needs to be. I might go get this... I've got plenty of runes here. I've got 200k runes. I might go... And I'm just burning through Starlight Shards and stuff now, which is fine because I don't need that many. I'm going to get a few in this one here. I'm going to get a charge to my flask. Like, I don't need to play too reckless here. This is fine, what we're doing. Alright. Ideally, I would have had a better Everjail buff, but if you consider that I've actually got... two Everjails and two Night Invaders, it's actually still pretty decent. Because that's 7 and 7 and 5 and 5. So still pretty significant damage buff. Let's see what we've got here. Probably should grab that golden foul foot, but I didn't. Might just kill the field boss here. Field boss here if we have time, but we probably won't. Depends where we're moving for the second night boss. It's probably in here or in here. But for now, we'll just do this, and we'll get some Starlight Shards. And, oh, should we level up, maybe? I literally ran past that one. Level 12's decent. Decent. The other thing I could have done definitely is the basement boss. And actually, I might still do the basement boss and go up and get a talisman, because I've got no talismans. What have we got here? Tree, not supposed to be there. That is actually maybe what I'll do. Because this boss here, I'll probably be able to kill on the way back out. Assuming that the night location is down here somewhere. So, there we go. I might actually just come back. I might actually shoot back up the river. And I should have probably just, in hindsight, just upgraded across the... I'll show you in a second. What do we got? Charged sorceries. Man, I'm just not getting the... Often I see a lot of like charged incantations and stuff. I don't even know what this thing is, to be honest. Often I see a lot of the charged incantations. Lightning damage is less common, but charged incantations is pretty common. But anyway, that's how it goes. So what I probably should have done is just shot back down to this side of Grace here, healed up to level 12, and then just gone back in, done the basement, and maybe even the guy at the top of the basement for another reward, and then moved on with my life down here. But anyway, so be it. Hindsight's wonderful. We'll see what this boss is in here. Hopefully it's not anything too spicy. Anything but a bell-bearing hunter would probably be nice. That's a very nice option, because that's a bit of a pushover boss, if I'm honest. Look at the damage on that lightning spear. Pretty disgusting. And all you need to do is just let Fred in, let them see Fred first, let them attack Fred first, let him attack them first, and you'll generally get off enough casts to kill whatever it is that you're killing before they even look at you. Oh, come on. There we go. Which just, yeah, that makes the Revenant quite easy. The Recluse wishes she had this option. Oh, look at this. Now, this is interesting, because I really want Discus of Light and Dragon Claw. They're pretty good. Discus of Light in particular is nice, but 11% incantations is actually going to help me kill this boss. So, that's what we take. Skill attack power. At this point, I get rid of this one. The skill attack power is not doing anything for me. We'll go up and check the talisman. We might even very quickly kill just that one spear guy. We're not going to fight him, although he is going to annoy us and chase us, I think, which is a shame. And I really don't want to be too risky here. What have we got? Pearl Drake. Ooh. I'm going to take Pearl Drake. Pearl Drake's always good. Oh, yeah. I need him to not be here. Does he reset at all? If I just run away, will he reset? Surely. You don't belong this far. What are you doing? You don't belong this far. Can you tell I'm scared of these Crystal Knights on this character? I mean, maybe I just spawn Sebastian here to distract him. Cool. Alright. I mean, maybe we even just fight him too, for funsies. Oh, maybe not. That was actually not even worth it. Alright, see you later, Sebastian. Good innings. Now, there was a grafted scion down in the water, and I probably am not going to have time to do it. I might just run through there to make sure that I'm actually fresh on levels going into this. And so be it. So let's review. What have we got? Taking damage, boosted damage negation. Successive attacks is the one I could have gotten rid of, because I'm actually, at this point in the game in the playstyle, I'm probably not going to get a huge amount of value out of it, because I won't be hitting with the Star Fists that often. But I might. One bleed proc. The first bleed proc is super easy and quick, and might be worth getting. Oh, jeez, I could have used that earlier. Not that I'll probably get to level 15 anyway, so it's not a big deal, but... Or I'll be close enough that it won't matter. Oh, there's another one over there. Let's go have a look. Oh. Oh, this is not an ideal boss for the Revenant. If you can't burst them down quick enough, the commander becomes very annoying. Throwing pots. Let's get rid of this guy. Oh, no. Oh, no, that's fine. Okay. As you can see, Lightning Spear is doing some pretty gross damage. Pretty gross damage. I'm not going to burn too much FP here, though. I'll just use some Star Fist action. What else have we got? Good. They've got a really satisfying heavy attack on them, actually. Is there one more? Is there? There's one out there. What's happening here? Is this the boss starting? What? I'm really quite annoyed about that, actually, because I would have liked to get way more damage in as he spawns. Alright, I'm going to get Fred out, and I'm going to ulti, maybe? I should have used that to at least dodge an attack. I mean, that's just how much damage Lightning Spear is doing. Apparently, it didn't even matter. Wow. Flame of Frenzy while walking is fun. Oh, this is a tricky decision, actually, because this is very valuable in terms of my defenses. The most defensive thing I can get just about at this point. Essentially a 30% increase to my effective health pool. Periodic Glint Blades is nice. It's fun. Helps with a little bit of damage. This won't help that much because you're not actually walking when you're casting Lightning Spear. That's the distinction. If it was like a sorcery where I am constantly walking while casting, these become really, really valuable. I'm only going to proc this if I remember to do it manually, which I won't. Or when I'm taking a flask. So it's between these two. And honestly, the damage from this is not going to make the difference. The damage from this is not going to be the difference in any scenario. The damage from this will be the difference in many number of hypothetical scenarios. So that's what we take. Yeah, I'm happy enough with that decision. As fun as the Glint Blades is, 30% flask HP across all your flasks is really nice, especially as I only have 5 flasks. So that's the idea. All right. This thing here, what does this thing even do? Let's have a look. It's literally what the ancestral spirit. I mean, is it the ancestral? It's his head, or infant's head. Okay, but either way, I'm not going to be using that. Let's be honest, I'm not going to be using that. So what we want to do is get some of that. Actually, I'm not going to be. I'm not going to be using more than honestly. Any more than 4 is probably dead. I probably want some defenses. I want crab definitely. I would have liked one of them, and I didn't look at how much I had. Oh well, that's no big deal. I mean, I guess I get a Wending Grace, because why not? And I'll take one more of those. Let's top off my FP. There we go. Wending Grace, obviously, I don't even normally take them anymore, but I may as well grab one. Obviously, if you're new to solo or still struggling to complete the runs, Wending Graces are actually one of your highest priority items. Getting one in-game from the merchant in the run, and then getting one from the merchant at the end there. Now, the playstyle for this is actually going to be pretty simple. I will be basically just using Lightning Spear, unsurprisingly. And in many situations, it'll just be an uncharged Lightning Spear, because that's what's quite quick and reliable to not die. And it's doing like 800 damage each cast. Oh, I thought I'd have enough time to dodge the second one. 1100 for a fully charged one, which is pretty gross. Alright, well, as you can see, the Lightning Spear is doing a big work. Now I'm going to crab here. Actually, I didn't really need to crab, to be honest. I literally skipped so many mechanics in that phase. Now this is double dodge into a third dodge. And I don't really have time. I'm going to eat one more Starlight Shard. We're going to go right towards him. And then we're going to wait underneath him and just do a fully charged Lightning Spear. Where is he? Bang. This is a two-parter. 1, 2, and then a third. Now this is one dodge through, one back, and then we just run and be chill. Alright. I mean, this lightning spear damage is just disgusting. Like, what is this? Like, it's just ridiculous damage. And so there you go. That's a Dragon Cult lightning build. Obviously, this boss is weak to lightning. That's why I played it. But you can see all throughout the run the damage that you can rack up. And I only got 2 Everjails, right? I got 2 Everjails. It was a bit of a weird run. I mucked around with these invaders for a while. Yeah, you can see it's pretty disgusting. Anyway, so that's the run. I did have the 1 death on the invaders, but whatever. They're annoying, and it was 2v1, so it's not fair, right? But yeah, quite a fun build, and you can apply this same kind of template to any of the different schools of spell, so sorceries or incantations that you're going to use. Some other good ones would be the Godslayer ones for Black Flame, things like that, because they're more reliable to get. But honestly, they're all good. There's just a bit of RNG in actually finding the one you want. Things like Lightning Spear are pretty consistent to find, though. You're going to see them pretty regularly, so... yeah, Lightning Spear is also just one of the best incantations. It's just a really reliable incantation. So, yeah. That's all. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff if you enjoyed. And thanks for watching, everyone. Cheers.